You running around, puppy dog?
Hi! I gotta go over there.
Oh, hey, everybody. We wanted to tell you guys why we purchased the Peterbilt in the first place, right? Because we all had...
He wants to tear stuff.
Everyone wanted a different truck, right? I mean, it's just natural. Different people want different trucks. Different people like different trucks. And we're not brand specific, right? So I'm going to tell you.
Hi, Charles Brent. Hi, Trucker Rudy. Hi, Little Viking Coat.
Hi, everybody. All right. Our first choice was the Freightliner. And it was the Freightliner in Columbus, Ohio. Right? We really liked it. We liked the color. It was too big.
It had the side door.
It had the side door, and that was
which he really wanted.
I really wanted it, and that truck we really wanted. I called the guy like 8 or 10 times. Right? There's only like 8 dealers for ARI in the country, so we thought for sure he would call us back. He never called us back. ARI in Columbus, shame on you. All right.
Well, it's not ARI.
It's a Freightliner dealer.
Freightliner.
That he's also a dealer for ARI. There's only about 16 trucks in the whole country that are
currently for sale.
Currently for sale that are new ARI trucks, or sleepers, I should say, right?
Hi, Daniel.
And there's not going to be any more till May. So
at this point, everything is sold until May. But if people keep putting in orders, it may go further than May.
Right.
So if they get orders between now and then, it'll just keep pushing it back.
So we had to take a truck that was already produced, or we wasn't going to have a truck until the summertime. So the Freightliner guy, never called us back. My second choice was a truck in Springfield, Missouri. Lester, hey Lester, was the dealer on those trucks. And
hey, Brenton, Florida.
I called him 8 times. He finally called me back after I had talked to Peterbilt Steve. Not the Peterbilt Steve that you know on YouTube. This is Steve Solchner.
It's just a guy named Steve that happens to work at Peterbilt, but we call Peterbilt Steve.
Right.
Because someone has names for everybody.
I have names for everybody. And he also happens to be the ARI dealer that deals with that part of the country. Now, he was Johnny on the spot. Let's go back to Lester, all right? Lester over in Springfield called us back. And I was like, dude, I'm sorry.
I think we had been approved to buy this truck.
And
was in the process
that's what I told him.
Filling everything out.
Steve had already called us back. Steve got us approved in 2 days. He was Johnny on the spot. He's not just a salesman. He's a good guy. Actually, he grew up here locally. So,
he actually knew where we were from in Podunk, which was really weird. It was like...
He probably fished in our lake when he was a kid, right? So it was like, okay, that's funny. So we went with him. He got us approved. Now, I still wanted a Kenworth.
Hi, Karen.
I still wanted a Kenworth, and so did the girl, because of that beefy daddy look, right? But all of the Kenworths had a rear door. And I don't think that I could sleep on a wall as the truck goes down the road. So that put Kenworth out of the running just because of that. Otherwise, we'd be sitting in a Kenworth right now. But it didn't happen. And then this Peterbilt popped up that was $30,000 off. $30,000 is a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
So it has the same warranty because it's still a 2018 and everything else.
Hi, Alex Taylor.
But the 110 was the same price as this truck, so we went with the Peterbilt. And
this truck's a 144.
A 144. Now I didn't have the side door like I really wanted, but it still had everything else.
We can add the side door, but as we're in it,
for just a few $1,000s, right?
Right, but as we're in it and he's doing stuff, and
I'm kind of okay with it.
We're finding that there's still a lot more counter space because, like, the TV's on the far wall when the door's there, and there's no counter.
Right.
And even the pop-up don't go all the way, so
in a 132,
counter space.
You still have the counter space, so it would be okay. But we couldn't find any 132s. We actually wanted a 132. Would have settled for a 120. I didn't want all this big truck, but hey, we got it. It's gonna be all right,
Hi,
right?
Barry Stone.
Barry Stone, how you doing?
This is what we ended up. We kind of discussed it beforehand and thought the bigger was overkill, but
yes, we did.
You know,
it was just too much in our opinion.
But for the price and being cheaper than the smaller ones, like, well, I guess this is it.
It's it. And we're going to be quite happy with it, although I can't turn around in the damn cornfield, guys. The damn thing don't turn around. I need 40 acres. That's all. 40 acres. It's horrible. Jeff, but I'm not, that's large car problems. Oh,
Jeff right. Beard says, howdy. Little Viking Coach says he could buy a lot of masks with $30,000.
Yeah. Little Viking, where do you get your mask? Because I have another channel that we're not going to talk about yet, but it's just going to be a parody and talk crap channel. I can't tell you about it because it's not even geared toward trucking. It might be politics or whatever. And your masks would work so well. Well, we're never going to show our face on this channel. It's just going to be us talking crap, right?
LT says it's safer with less doors anyway. William Cheshire, hello. He says enjoy large car life.
We will.
Buster Tim says that's a lot of beer, 30 grand.
That's one way to look at it.
Ralph Reynolds says you made a great choice. Resale will be great if you ever get rid of it or trade. I don't think that you will ever get rid of it. You're in tall cotton now. In 6 months, you'll have everything going.
See, I don't know. Of course, the ARI guy, and I'll give him that shameless plug, ARI down in Dallas. He wants us to trade it in before we get to 500,000 miles. He'll get our best value. And maybe we will. It depends on how I feel in 3 years, right? I'm 53. I figure I got another 20 years in me, all right? I can do it. So we might trade it in and get another one.
Brandon Florida says, I'm the sporting hardware in the background, 5.56. I'm in that hobby also. Happy Pappy says, as the song goes, give me 40 acres and I'll turn this thing around.
It needs 40. Yeah. It sure does, Pappy. It's a mess.
John Gutierrez wants to see your guns. Any Colts? He's a Colt guy.
Dude, I've got like 20 guns around here. These are just what, they're just everywhere.
They just got stuck.
We don't have no kids, and we got security systems, so I don't even have them locked up. Come and steal them. They're all insured. But not you, I'm sure. But, if it happens.
Tell people to steal our stuff.
I'm just saying that,
Oh, my goodness.
Back in the old days, we didn't lock stuff up in safety deposit boxes.
How much are you going to be able to haul with the new truck?
I don't know yet because I haven't weighed it. I was talking to Barb and Steve Silverman. They are the guys. Jerome. That's been here for 27 years. They've had 7 of these trucks, and they said they can still haul 42,000. And their truck is bigger than ours, and their bike is bigger than ours because they got a big Harley in like a garage that goes in the back of their Peterbilt.
They got a toy hauler in their Peterbilt.
Right, and they've got is it a 567?
I don't know.
I think it's I think that's the model number is a 567.
I don't know what truck anybody drives.
I don't know anything about these things. I just drive trucks, right? Woo. So
Daniel Adami says, I want to see the truck go out and show us again. It's in town. We didn't venture to bring this one home at this point in time.
Not yet.
It doesn't turn very good. I don't know if we could actually get it turned around and get it back out of here without backing a half mile back down the road.
The driveway is a half mile long. So I'll probably wait till summer before I venture to pull it down in here. And then if it does get stuck on the gravel, I can jerk it in the tractor. But right now I'd have to go get somebody with a corn binder, a big one, right?
Barry says, what engine and transmission did you get?
It's got the X15. It's got 565. Barry, we done talked about it. 565 with another 35 swinging ponies in the stockyard, right?
18 speed. The transmission is
it's an 18
Super Duty something.
It's an 18 speed.
Whatever. I was reading the paperwork. The paperwork says it's indestructible. Yes. That's all I know. It says if you break it, there's something wrong with you.
Now, I haven't driven.
He said you're going to love it for the room, not the ride.
But compared to the ProStar already, compared to the ProStar, it is so much smoother, stretched out, that 301 inches.
Over here, buddy.
I mean, it's a big difference. I thought the ProStar was 257.
I can't get you over there.
But when I measured it, it was 237. So, hey, whatever, right? Grace, don't look at me that way.
Let's see. Ivan says, Ivan in the house. How's everybody? He wants picked up. You want to pick him up? I can't get him on that side. Little Viking Coach needs to see the other channel. Jeff Beard says, try machining down the spindle stops to reduce the turning radius.
Say that again.
Try machining down the spindle stops to reduce the turning radius.
Okay, Jeff. I'll talk to Peterbilt Steve about that, because I know that there is some things that you can do to make it a tighter turn.
Keith Dickerson.
But it's a brand new truck, so I don't want to mess with the warranty, right?
Yeah, everything is warranted.
Right.
It says 567 model.
We have like this a la carte warranty on this truck. It's everything is going to be covered forever. Not forever, but 5 years if we keep it that long. But we're not going to keep it that long. I don't believe.
New Vision Security says hello.
Hey, New Vision, how you doing? You selling any security systems over there?
Daniel Adami says you can do lots of S-turns.
Big S turns, Daniel. Big S turns.
Happy Pappy says truck and travel. They run a hot shot rig, and the last couple times they went home, they got stuck in the yard turning around.
That happens
It's easy to
even
do.
with a pickup truck. That happens. Daniel, are you going to try to get little dogs ride?
Barry, it does not have super singles. Little Viking Coach says get some solar panels. They have a generator for now.
Little Viking Coach, if I can get solar panels and get a tax deduction for them, because this is a house, right? I might just go that way. Matter of fact, I'm so damn thrifty, I probably will try to get a tax deduction for that.
Barry Stone, if you look at on our channel, like click our icon when we get done and look at our last video, we do an outside and a little inside tour type thing of it.
Barry's just getting up. He runs all night long. He's a vampire like I am. But it's on there, Barry. We won't be on here too long. Psych. Who knows?
You always say that.
Right,
We're going to be on here for a minute, an hour and 20 minutes later. Oh, well, we should probably go.
I don't want to be on here that long, but once I get talking to you guys, I'm like, I kind of get in the grip. Okay.
Walt Smith says,
Sorry, guys.
how did you guys like my guess on the truck and link I sent in the comments?
Who?
Walt Smith.
What?
Is he the one that sent the link on yesterday's video that said
Yes,
he figured it out?
yes. You was right. You was 100% right. You're just Mr. Crafty, all right? You figured it out.
We could figured somebody would be able to tell by what we were in and
but
whatever,
it was so late at night, it didn't spoil no fun, so that's okay. Good job. What
New
can I say?
Vision Security says video doorbells are hot right now. FedEx man left a package on our porch while we were gone.
We caught him on the coon cam.
I label my cameras deer cam, squirrel cam, coon cam, because that's what vandalizes each one of those cameras, and they all do it. Our cameras get vandalized not by people, by animals. The coons have actually pulled them down and chewed on it, and you see their teeth and whiskers and inside of their mouth.
Show us what the coons did again. Yeah, that's how they did
That's
it.
what they did. To the side.
Guys, ain't she adorable? I'll tell you, little dog.
Let's see. Ivan says good night. He's going to go make some money so he can get him a big car.
Do it, Ivan. We'll see you later over there in Nebraska.
And we highly recommend our sales guy. Even if you don't want a Peterbilt, he can do any of the ARIs.
Oh, for full disclosure, if you go down there and buy an ARI and don't do it, just don't do it unless you're hooked up like we are and doing something like we're doing, all right? I'm going to get a commission if you say I sent you, all right? So, but I'm not telling you to do it at all right? I still don't say go buy a new truck. Definitely don't buy an ARI truck unless you've got...
Don't buy that truck if you're hauling general freight. You need to know what you're hauling, because you are no longer... Any of the companies that you have to be able to haul 40 to 43,000 pounds won't take this truck, period.
But if you are a team and you have a good MVR...
You're hauling specialized freight.
And you don't mind staying out for a few months, and you can get into the kind of venue I'm in, give me a call.
Or something else that makes good money, then you can...
I mean, there's a lot of carriers that do this kind of, not just this kind of stuff, but
Bed buggers.
reliable bed buggers,
He said
hauling
military freight.
dynamite and stuff, ammunition for Landstar. I mean, there's quite a few companies that do this kind of stuff.
Stuff that don't want you to stop at truck stops except to get fuel and keep going. Prefer that people have these kind of trucks because you can do everything in there and don't have to stop for an hour or two or literally get fuel and go.
Right. I mean, our company doesn't care one way or another, but I know that they do like it if you're self-contained and you can sit on that runway for hours or days if you need be.
Yeah, if they're changing out an engine, they might have you sit there all night
and
give it to you back.
I was talking to someone on here earlier today. We will save over $80 a day, but there will still be a cost of food, and I think the cost of food is about $150 a week that we'll spend. Coffee and all that good stuff. Someone told me I have to quit smoking cigarettes. I didn't add that in, but I guess I need to. But all right.
He still smokes outside the truck. Karen Price says you should be able to get a tax deduction. New Vision says you can't get them fast enough, the doorbells.
Right.
Work Jones says we joined the large car fraternity.
I do my taxes, Karen Price. Believe me, I get a tax deduction for everything.
Hello, D-Lo Flo. He said he likes the red ones.
Flo Master, how are you doing? That's one of my buddies there. He makes some. He's a awesome rapper.
Will Burke says congrats to y'all. Got to love the new Pete. New Vision Security says started working on a camera system designed for trucks so that you get multi-views instead of just dash cam.
Say it.
We're actually buying a camera system that has a full box that records 200 hours, and it's 4 cameras.
It's 4 cameras, and it has a DVR kind of. Is that a DVR? It's saved to a box, right?
Yeah, instead of every hour or whatever.
But it's $2,800, New Vision. If you
of
have some kind of deal you can put together.
Who can you install it for?
Yeah, if you can put some kind of deal together, we got you. All right. I'll put you in there, I'll plug you up, and I'll sell you to the company. My GPS thingy on the dashboard actually is set up
to have
4 cameras plugged into it.
That GPS isn't just a GPS.
Right,
it's
everything.
GPS, calculator, cell phone,
telephone. It's a nightmare.
Sirius.
I'll never know how to work it, guys.
In
3 years, when I get rid of the truck, I may have just figured it out.
He may have just figured out a quarter of it in 3 years.
I'm not even going to try. I'm not going to try. It's a hard job.
I said, Will Burke says congrats. Oh, down there. Brenda Bartimus says, hi, guys.
Hey, Brenda Bartimus.
Ivan Hamilton, Texas. John Crawford is in Chicago.
I thought Ivan was in Nebraska, unless he's not at home. Or was home in Nebraska and now he's in Texas.
Walt Smith says she slipped and said it was a peak because nobody likes peaks.
I know.
So I looked up the truck on the ARI
You told
site.
him. I didn't tell her that she said that, but that's what you said. You gave it away. She said peak, guys.
Oh my goodness. I'm sure I'll be punished.
She invited me in earlier for a little punishment, and then when I came back out of the bathtub, she was snoring, guys. Snoring. There has been no punishment going on in this house since we got here. And we ain't been here long.
No, we haven't.
But I made dinner, and I made drinks, of course.
Karen says, Walt, you're not supposed to hear that. Scott Reel, a bed bugger is a household good movers because they move bed bugs around.
Good job, baby.
I just learned that this year.
Good job. That's like a portable parking lot with Reliable. You can do this with Reliable.
Daniel Adami says only if he gets approved to go to Travel Loco, then he'll be on Little Dog's Sweet KW.
Daniel, you can get approved if your MVR is good. I've got a good feeling for you. You can do it.
Music Trucker says he's going to buy one from Shelby Elliott.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Musical Trucker. Shelly Elliott is not good.
Is that the one we've heard bad
They're
stuff
in Missouri.
about?
They're Sikeston, Missouri.
We've heard a lot from people that already own large cars.
Everybody that goes there
do not go
is
there.
sad after they do because the trucks that they have are already on the downside, right?
Yeah, every person that we've
I'm
talked
sorry.
to
Just
that
telling you.
already has a large car has said, do not buy anything from there.
Right, because the large car itself might be good for 1,000,000 miles, right? But you still have a lot of maintenance that you need to do to that vehicle over the years. Just it's a scheduled maintenance, right? Gaskets and bearings and because they wear out so much faster on a large car than they do on a regular vehicle. The front tires on this vehicle, they're only good for a year. You have to replace them every 100,000 miles. All right. So actually, that's 2 years. Every year we have to replace them twice on this truck, and they're much more expensive because they're the 315s. So you've got to take all that stuff into account. The wear and tear on one of these is huge.
Brent in Florida. Oh, wait a minute, he's talking to somebody else. Little Viking Coach says, no more free truck stop toilet paper. Isn't that terrible?
I can get all I want in advance. And I don't want it.
Little Viking Coach says body cam for the little dog. We actually thought about trying to get him some sort of harnesses that we could GoPro and see what they do.
I'll show them. All right. I did tie the GoPro to Grace. It didn't work too good. I've got to get an actual GoPro harness or some aftermarket harness to make it work.
He's just looking now.
But I agree. I really want to do that. I think it would be so much fun to see it from a dog's angle. Doing it around their neck, that don't work so good. I've seen somebody do that on some offbeat little dog show. My little dog show is already ranked better than his. He might have 1,000,000 views, but I still got better SEO.
Karen says she used to audit tax returns until she retired. You got it.
My tax lady for 20 odd years, she was an IRS agent. She really taught me real good. So now I do my own.
Reynolds says after a while the dogs will think they're in a hotel. They're going to love it just like you.
Oh, little dog loves it.
Grace pitter pattered on the wood just a little bit.
Today she finally walked.
She caved. She was hungry.
Yeah. Well, I fed her. But she walked from the sleeper to the cab and back very slowly against the wall, hugging the wall. So I may not even
She
have to
has
put
a
the
weird
runner
depth
down.
perception thing that
She's special.
different floors freak her out for some reason.
But she's special, and you're kind of special. So I mean, not special like maybe special on the heart, right? You know, special, right? You know.
No, I don't know.
You don't understand?
No.
Grace is special. She's.
Apparently, I can't see the floor either.
No, she just sees things differently. You know, and you see things differently. I think
New
that's
Vision
cool.
says he uses individual 2 megapixel Starlight cameras with 2 terabyte recorder.
You're speaking French. Although, if you were speaking French that I would understand, I would say it's the international language of love, right?
Daniel Davis says, hi, awesome best friends of mine. Delo Flo says, your vlogs are addicting. I love them. Barry Stone says, my truck has cameras, one on the front, on the rear, and on each side to protect my load. It's come in handy more than one occasion.
That's the kind that we're getting there, Barry. But hey, if New Vision can supply that for a competitive price, I would much rather buy them from New Vision, right? He's another vet. Support the vets. Not because we're entitled, just because we're worth it.
Donald Peck says hello.
Donald Peck, how you doing? I'm still going to put that video up, Donald Peck. I done downloaded it and everything else.
Barry says he's constantly cleaning the lenses in bad weather.
I bet you are. Yeah, that's just going to be the way it is. But thieves don't come out in bad weather because they go to bed when it gets, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. They go to bed.
Barry says those damn things cover my ass, my company's ass, my customer's ass, mostly my ass. We've actually had them tell us one time that they were getting unloaded somewhere, and the people had the engine up high and slammed it down, and they were trying to say the driver did something, and he ended up sending that security
Barry
system
be hauling cars like for give me a big name.
Mercedes.
No, give me a bigger name like Magic Johnson or something like that. Right? He hauls.
It was a car company.
Right.
How does Magic Johnson come from a car company?
He hauls famous people's cars that wants their car in New York City tomorrow.
Barry
They call Barry.
Barry's the man.
That's right.
He gets a key and gets it all up in there.
That's what he does. He meets them out there in the middle of the road.
Does he pull a hair out and leave it in their car? So he can say, I've been there.
You got some real problems, don't you? She's wanting to put her DNA all over the place, apparently, right? I mean, that's like us guys going, let's spread our seed all over.
Hey, wait a minute.
What?
Wasn't it the Unabomber guy that went into
Ted Kaczynski.
public bathrooms and got hair and DNA stuff and put them in his bombs?
To mess with the FBI. That's a great plan. If you're going to mess with the FBI, use somebody else's DNA, right? Ted Kaczynski. That was his name.
Was it the Unabomber or was it somebody else?
Well, let's go with Ted.
It was Ted.
We're actually kind of sick. We know about all these people. I mean, we can give you a serial killer rundown list, right? Actually, that's what I wanted to do with my channel. I wanted to interview...
Hot Retarded Chick says congratulations.
Hey, Hot Retarded Chick. We wanted to interview these serial killers because I want to know how their brain works. But everybody's already done that, I guess. But I got me some fake YouTube credentials. Maybe I can
Walt
get in.
Smith says, okay, he's going to get most of the cabinet space inside the truck, and who's getting the outside storage bin. He's getting most of both of them. I better crack this window.
She's lying so big.
He already has more than I do.
She's lying so big. All right. The two empty outside toolboxes
are his.
No, they're not. I had to take my toolboxes off of the other truck, and they will not go back on this truck. So those tools will have to go out there. Boots, extra boots, and stuff like that can go out there too. She has a pair of boots heavier than mine. All right.
They are minus 40-degree boots.
Right, they are. All right. So
from the guy that wears my long johns on occasion, and he's griping about my extra sturdy winter clothes.
I'm in my underwear. All right, I bought this pair. I really like them. I don't care if hers is better. Let's get back to the inside
Christopher
storage.
Tucker says, howdy, y'all.
Hey, Christopher Tucker. Let's get back to the inside storage of this vehicle. All right.
I don't have any clothes up in the closet yet. I'm going to, and I have one drawer. He has a closed drawer. The other drawer is full of camera equipment. He has a big, giant... I will hurt you. Do you want your ear ripped off tonight?
She's got the big closet, guys.
She's
got the big closet. The big closet. I didn't even want to buy.
See, he didn't want it anyway, so what's he complaining about?
That's right. So she said it's hers. So she can have it. Because let's be honest. I really like her new clothing a lot, right? A lot. It's sexy. So she can have it. I'm gonna go along with that 100%. As long as she gives me a little spot about this big to roll up my t-shirts.
You have 2 drawers.
One of them's full of camera equipment.
I guess that's your problem.
And then she gave me a cabinet. She gave me a big cabinet. But half of it's going to be water.
He has a huge cabinet. And also above my head, like up all along the top of the sink and stuff, I can't reach or see in any of those. And he's more than welcome to 1 or 2 of them.
Actually, most of them are going to be empty. But I'm only 6 foot tall. So I could use them. I can't see it.
Hot Retarded Chick says, I ain't a serial killer. She's a mass murderer. Oh my goodness! I thought he was being all nice to me.
She is.
Let's see. I've lost where I'm at now. My stuff was moving.
Did
we tell Christopher Tucker howdy, y'all?
That's where you got lost at. And then Hot Retarded Chick was chimed in and you just went all to hell.
That was down here. You're out to name your trucks Daddy's pad when Mama's mad.
I like that a lot.
Pad
Daddy's pad when Mama's mad. No, I've got a feeling she'd leave me on the curb and she'd drive off. She's discovered that she can shift this smother.
I can shift it.
She can shift it.
I still have to work on like my RPMs or feeling it or whatever, but
yeah,
it's fine.
She'll be fine.
Ice Trucker 612 says, "Do you think Well Companies is great to drive for as a company driver?"
Yes, they give you a guaranteed
weekly rate.
You're going to get paid.
Even if you sit,
if you sit all week, you're going to get paid. It was $125, $150 a day or whatever. So as a company driver, it's a good place to go.
Yeah, if your truck breaks down for 3 days, they put you in a motel and they pay you every day anyway.
But you still get paid.
You're setting a dollar.
Unless that's changed since we've been there.
Yeah, you have to check because everything's always. When we were there,
they were having a war.
Power struggle.
Yes, power
struggle.
But as a company driver, I definitely go there. I would. You'll get good equipment.
Donald Peck says he was from Troy, New York. Ted, I was in Lincoln, Montana. News made it sound like he was hiding in the woods. He was right in the middle of town.
That's right. You hide in plain sight.
Pamela Frazier says, OMG. Charles Brandt's laughing at us. Oh, Walt's happy he caused a fight. Johnny
Good
Daniel.
job, Walt.
Johnny Daniel said, bah ha ha, she's going to get you. That's our
She will.
legacy to the whiskey.
I got a sneeze coming on, guys. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
He's been sneezing for the past couple days.
I'm going to fight it as best I can.
Pamela Frazier, I don't know what little dog's doing. He's half on my lap and half on his. I don't know if he knows what he wants to do.
He feels really good today, and that's great. As long as he feels good, I'm a happy camper.
Christopher Tucker says, thanks for saying hi back. Congrats on the trucks. Keep up the content. He loves our videos.
Thank you, Christopher Tucker.
Now, for the next week or two, we're probably going to have old stuff going up just because if you bought a truck before, we have to get it licensed and get our DOT stuff on it. And with the holiday coming up.
I only have 2 old videos.
Oh, well, we may not.
That's all I got is 2 old videos, and I'm trying to save them for a snowstorm because they're snow videos, and I got to think about money in the long run, right? And them snow videos make me some money, so I'm saving them. And then I got videos for all next week. If we have a snowstorm, by Thursday.
Timothy Bronca says salary is the future for a company driver.
I don't know, Timothy, because I did salaries 20 years ago. I did salaries for many years with my drivers, and I found that a good driver that worked on a salary, worked hard for his money, right? When I gave him a salary, within 6 months, he would lay back and do the minimum that he could do to get that salary. Even if there was bonuses involved, he wouldn't work any harder. So after about a year and a half, I finally took the salaries away, and I just did it right in the middle of the day, right? I was like, dude, you guys are all screwing me over. And afterwards, they was like, you're right. We was just laying back. Every one of them said that. And they did better, and I did better after I took the salary away.
Barry says, what are we going to name it? We don't know. Hello, Anthony Facer.
Anthony Facer, how you doing? You guys see Anthony Facer there? Anthony Facer is he's very inspiring, all right? He's a man that he's been through the shit, right? And he's come out of it on top. He takes care of his kids and everything else, and I think he's inspirational. That's what I'm trying to say. Anthony Facer is inspirational. Y'all check him out.
Barrel Boy Woods says hi.
Hey, Barrel Boy Woods. Merry old England. God save the Queen.
Johnny Daniels says he loves you guys. I bet you're thinking about him as you drink that drink, aren't you? Johnny Daniel?
I am.
Anthony asked if the Freightliner was longer sleeper or the same size.
It was a 156. If you look at that video, Anthony, it's the one that was maroon. I really like it.
It looks a lot like this one, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot like this one.
But it was maroon. But it was a foot longer, and it had the side door.
Did you see him rocking?
And I really wanted that side door really bad. You understand, right? You're loading your truck, you got a mess. Well, think of it from a little bit of the side door. That's why I wanted the Western Star. It had
Anthony said congratulations.
Thank you, Anthony. It had a Peterbilt side door. Like
half side door.
Just like a regular truck, a side door also. And I would have took that truck just because it had that over this truck at the same price and 2 foot smaller, just for that side door. Although I can put a side door on this one for $3,000 in the long run.
Hot Retarded Chick says sleep with one eye open, rough boy.
Boy, I always do. I sleep so light. Matter of fact, look under my eyes, guys. I ain't had no sleep since we went and got this truck. And it ain't because I'm scared. It's because I sleep really light, right? And the week before we went to get this truck, our house, which is haunted and all that, right? It's making all these weird noises every night.
Noises it's not made before.
It ain't never made these noises before. So I haven't had 3 or 4 hours sleep a night in 2 weeks. And I'm not on the meth, guys.
Barrel Boy Woods says, hello, how are you guys? Walt Smith says good night.
Good night, Walt Smith.
Anthony
Spoiler.
Facer used to be salary at Sofo Foods. Sofo Foods?
Mofo Foods.
Now he's hourly. Daniel Davis says, we now know you really own the truck. Now Princess Pants owns the whole truck. What she says goes. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of number two because this guy that makes me look at this. He's in charge. Did y'all watch him? He just rocked back here on his own in an attempt to say, "Rub my belly."
For some reason, they always place her as number two on everything, and she's like, right? She's like, what about, why can't I be number one on anything? And I said, baby, you are number one on my list. She said, that ain't good enough. But I'm going to work that out, and I'm going to suck up to her. So she'll feel number one before the night's done.
Music Trucker Bandit says, did you walk in with a pile of cash? No, it was a cashier's check.
Ha! How about that? It was $26,000, right? We saved that money.
$26,100.
We saved that money to do up the build on our other truck, right? So we had that money, and instead of doing that, we took that money and gave them the money and walked out with this. And it's still going to take it, because it's Christmas time, it's going to be another 4 or 5 days before I get the license plate for this truck.
Yeah, it's going to be closed Monday and Tuesday.
And I can't get the Qualcomm put in until probably Wednesday.
Johnny Daniel says he's also known as Jake Break.
Jake Break Johnny. All right.
Pamela Frazier says, watching your channel every day is like a soap opera to me. Got to see what's going to happen next. We've been told that we're like Seinfeld. We're about a whole lot of nothing, but yeah, we're entertaining.
Funny. Whoever said that was very funny.
Yeah. Like,
because
it is kind of about random.
I still don't know how that happened. I mean, y'all know I really know everything, right? I mean,
it's getting deep.
No,
it's
I mean,
thing I got
after
boots.
27 years, there's still plenty to learn. I got to say that, whether it's true or not. All right, but
things change.
Things change, right? You got to keep up.
Like this transmission's different than the one.
I've done it all.
The 18-speed he drove before had 3 gear shifts. This one only has 2. So he's like,
it's different.
I've got to learn something.
Yeah.
So something.
I've done everything. And there's other people in here that understand exactly what I'm saying. They've done it. They've seen it. They're surprised when they get something new every day that is, it's like a breath of fresh air. But this channel wasn't supposed to end up being what it is. And I'm okay. I'm happier.
It was kind of going to be informational, but there's a lot of, whether it's good or not, there's a lot of random information out there.
You said it. Whether it's good or not. I don't want to be in a fight with them guys that's been driving for 2 or 3 years and telling you, this is the way to do it, when they don't know nothing.
We still have people that tell us that that's the way to do it. Or,
instead of fighting with them, I just decided we're going to talk to you guys.
I just threatened to kill him.
Just going to talk to you.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I'm actually more happy with that. I didn't know I was Chatty Cathy.
We just discovered the other day that if we actually had cameras going in the truck all the time, that there'd be video all the time because randomness that comes out of someone's mouth.
If she's not in bed and she's not mad at me, I never know what's going to come out of her face. And I never know the response that's going to pop out of my mouth in response to her face.
Ralph Reynolds says you should name the truck Miss Prissy Pants Land Cruiser. Anthony says, is your email... No, our email is in the description, isn't it?
It's in the About page. I got several emails.
It's not Trucking Review Channel, though, right?
No, I guess I need to make one for that. I got one. Well, I do got one on Gmail for Trucking Review, but I never use it. It's Tobar, TOWBAR 1965 at yahoo.com. Send me something.
Her retarded chick's laughing at us.
He's always laughing. He's a hilarious fella.
Karen says it's the raccoons in the attic. Actually, I walked all around the house to make sure that nothing had actually got up under there.
I've looked
and was making.
I've looked too. I can't find anything out going on.
Road less traveled. Congrats on the truck. Love the background guns, comics, helmets. Just need some beer. Well, he's got something there.
You know what I got right here, my Irish brother.
He says, America.
America. Ireland, right? Let it all hang out.
Barry Stone says maybe the doghouse. Clear that you're in the doghouse and the dogs are in the house.
Well, I just made a video, guys, and it was so hilarious. I'm not hilarious, I know. I'm just an idiot, all right? But I said to her when I was making it, and I said, look at them chicken lights, girl, right? Because they're chicken lights. And she said, chicken lights? They're princess lights.
Little dog says you're getting a little.
That was so funny to me that she called them princess lights.
You know what? The whole tour video, he's like, "Why don't you come out here and Vanna White for me?" I didn't think he was going to leave me in it the whole time. I thought he was going to chop it up. Meanwhile, I'm out there doing my little flailing around.
It was hilarious. You're so funny. You're just a nut. I'm a lucky man, guys. I feel so lucky that I got with an idiot.
He wonders why he only gets 4 hours of sleep a night. Hot Retarded Chick says you got to do it your way. Pamela Frazier's laughing at us. We laugh at us too, Pamela.
We do. If we can't laugh at us, then it's
Johnny
all messed
Daniel
up.
says she's going to choke you. Yeah, but it'll have to be with something that'll put even pressure and not leave bruises on him. I don't want people to see him and be like, "Oh, poor thing."
You see how she plans this out? She's already thinking even
I was
going
to chop his ear off the other day.
I couldn't believe it when I met her. And I read all these books about serial killers and everything. And I ended up lending her all my serial killer books. I think now maybe that was a bad
I had
move.
serial killer books before you ever came along. There's one called the A to Z Encyclopedia. It's actually a really good one.
I've got more serial killer books.
Did you read about the one?
If you don't know about the XXY and with the squiggly tail,
he thinks
you
I'm
don't know
an
anything.
XXY with a squiggly tail.
No, she probably is. I think she is. Most serial killers that are good serial killers, as far as successful, have the XXY, the squiggly tail, which means they can't be rehabilitated because they're not human. Charles Barkley has the XXY, the squiggly tail, but he's not a serial killer. So that just shows
Florida
you.
wants to know if that's an Ewok on the shelves behind us.
No, that's Little Dog's Bigfoot, guys. Remember, we're going to take Little Dog on a Bigfoot hunt. Actually, we're going to do it this weekend. Don't tell him, all right?
He's right here. He don't like it. Anthony Facer's going to email you.
All right, Anthony. But that's Little Dog's Bigfoot head. And I got the rest of the body too. Y'all just forget that in case the video comes out on the Little Dog channel. Y'all still go over there and watch it, all right?
Pamela Frazier says she laughs because we remind her of when her and Ricky were driving. Alex Express says hello.
Hey,
Hi.
Alex Express, how are you doing?
New Vision Security is going to get going. We'll talk to you later. Have a good evening.
Buy New Vision. Y'all remember to go over there and buy your security equipment from New Vision Security.
He says he's going to do a video about the track camera systems after Christmas. Well, we need to get together because we're going to get one.
Make sure you call me, all right? And let me know when you're going to do that so I can look at it in advance and feature it. And if it's really good, I can take it to the office because they're always looking for more security. And I'm looking for cheap security because I'm a cheap bastard.
Anthony Facer says, beautiful truck. The wife and I will be there one day.
Come on down.
Mr. and Mrs. Maddox says they're going to get my CDL along with my husband on the 7th of January, 2019. Excited and nervous, all in one. Any advice for brand new to trekking couples? Are you going to trek together?
Yeah, we got a lot of advice. Send us an email. We'll give you a call and we'll
watch some old videos.
Right. Well, we will tell you what we think about it.
Don't let any other driver tell you you have to do something. You're a big girl and a big boy. Because they will do that. Dispatch other drivers to check. You got to do this. No, I don't.
No.
Let's see. Do a full tour of your new truck and sleeper.
Well, there's a pretty good one. This is just, the one I put up today. I'll go look at it. I will get in depth, but when I get in depth, it's going to, well, maybe I can break it down into components, right? Like on this and on, how do you do the porta potty thing, right?
And the
everybody don't want to see that.
Programming it.
How you do the generator and how you
change
the oil and all that kind of stuff. It's not for everybody, right? So it's specific. I can break it down.
Anthony says he's uploading a video that's him and his daughter coloring.
All right, Anthony.
Anthony's my coloring buddy, whether he knows it.
Anthony's got an artist in his soul. The one that you just did talking about your stepdaddy, she's seen that and I seen part of it. But I remember another one, Anthony, where you was talking. I think it was your granddaddy who had done all this artwork around the house. So you have it in your genes, right? It's like being a witch. You got it. If you got it, you got it. You got it. If you don't, you don't.
Papa Texas stopped by.
Papa Texas, how are you doing? Papa Texas is another really good channel that I've known for several years, actually.
Alex Express says he missed why we got the truck. We just have to go back.
Comfort.
Customer service.
Comfort, customer service.
That's why we didn't get a different one.
Right. That's the reason we got the Peterbilt is customer service.
Barry Stone says, what kind of refrigerator do y'all got in that Peterbilt?
Oh, I forget the name of it specifically, but it's a marine grade refrigerator. And the freezer is like, I can't put it on here, right?
We could probably get at least 2 weeks of meat and
at least 2
vegetables
meats
in
and
there.
Yeah. And then the
For the both of us.
refrigerator part is like from your nipples to the ground if you're 4 foot tall. Right? I don't know.
That's such a good way to put it.
They understand.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Is there any way you can hook up your cameras at home so you can watch them in the truck? Well, I know.
Oh yes, but we get notifications, or
Our
we can
house
watch
cameras,
them
is that
live.
what he's meaning?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Yes.
actually watch them on my phone all the time.
we can live. It's live streaming to
and
the
it
phone.
gives me like when the FedEx man was here, I knew as soon as he pulled in the drive because the cameras started going off and my phone started going
we have
off.
cams
And I just
down the driveway to notify us before they ever get here.
and
right?
I just click on it and then it shows me either what was recorded or I can click on it and watch live around here.
And then, if you really want to get tricky, when some drunk coon hunters out there swigging on their whiskey bottle and doing this, you can yell at them from the camera and say, "What the you doing in my driveway?" Right? And then they go,
He says, "This is God.
"This is God, and God has a message for you."
They have
Get the freak
speakers
out
in
of
them,
here,
so you
right?
can talk back and forth. We can hear what they're saying.
And then they go
can
running
hear
off.
us.
They just go running off because God just spoke to them from a tree.
Pamela Frazier said, "You ever come to Northern Alabama?"
Oh, we're Muscle Shoals brats. We just ran through Muscle Shoals forever. We love Northern Alabama, but we haven't been there recently. Oh, it's been like 7 months.
No, we went to Alabama for
Southern Alabama.
Southern Alabama to take an engine down there by the ocean, though.
By my wheel.
Let's see. Mr. and Mrs. Maddox said, "Thanks, guys. Will do." Anthony Facer says, "Yeah, my grandpa actually has a painting in the museum in Chicago."
I remember that. And you have some they're like the black and white pencil sketches, drawings.
Like charcoal?
Might be
just
charcoal.
pencil?
I don't know. But he showed several of them in his house. And he talked about his granddaddy.
Papa Texas
I watch too many of you guys, right? I watch all of y'all.
is laughing at your nipples to the ground.
He knows what I mean. He's got a refrigerator and he cooks barbecues on his back porch. And Papa Texas is a hell of a guy. I like his barbecues out there.
Johnny Daniel said the girl made your Peterbilt look good. I told him that too, but he says, "Oh no, it's a Peterbilt." So yeah.
It didn't need no girl help.
It needed girl help.
It did. I'm gonna agree with you. It needed girl help. It was just a Peterbilt, and then a girl come along and went.
Oh my gosh. Papa Texas says that dog is awesome and relaxed. His eyes are closed. He's sleeping.
He's such a good boy, Papa Texas. Papa Texas is a big dog lover too.
He's so relaxed. He did this himself earlier. He just rocks back and sleeps like that.
It's when he ain't like that, he's raising hell though, so
Or
it's
biting
all right.
me. Yeah. Pamela Frazier lives in Athens.
Oh, well, we definitely know where Athens is at. Yeah. We've delivered to the Muscle Shoals there for like 8 or 9 years, right? I mean, just every day. Every day. It was a great thing. I loved it.
Barry Stone says his truck has a toilet. It's basically a 5-gallon bucket with a fancy seat and a crank like ice cream crank with sawdust in it, but it works. He don't use it much, but it's an aftermarket.
Barry, there's some things that we really shouldn't share, and that's one of them.
Scott Real says, "Do you want a keto pizza?"
We've had keto pizza. We really thought...
Cauliflower crust.
Yeah,
It's actually
cauliflower
pretty decent.
crust. It was really enjoyable. Considering we hadn't had a pizza in 7 or 8 months. It was...
Do you watch Daniel Adami's videos? Tell him something about his videos.
Daniel is a reservist, and he's been to Iraq several times, I believe. And he's got kids, dogs, and he's a friendly feller. You still in the room, Daniel? You hung around this long? Bless your heart. And he might get Little Dog's truck because he's a vet and he's got a clean MVR. Daniel, you better have a clean MVR.
Karen says she thinks we should get a wrap of the babies put on the truck.
They're like $10,000. How about
Maddox said
Chucky
girls
Review
always
Channel?
make it better.
Yeah.
Johnny Daniel said it needed the girl's touch.
It
Papa
did.
Texas says Little Dog is awesome.
He's the best thing in the
He's
world.
a fighter or a lover there, and every day he's both.
He's
both every 5 minutes, off and on. It just switches.
I love that dog, guys. I mean, I love him way too much.
Oh, I know what Anthony Facer says. It's paint. It's called a scratch board. Usually you use a hard board. He has a technique where it's actually on canvas. Others have tried but stabbed through the canvas.
And I told him on that video that when I was in the 3rd grade, and I was kissing girls in the 3rd grade, that we made these scratch boards, and that's what Miss Renfro was the teacher. She played guitar. We made scratch boards, right? And we put any color Crayolas over this big scratch board, and then we drew pictures, right? And it was really entertaining. Matter of fact, I do this wonderful thing of the universe, and I never got it back. And I still, to this day, would like my scratch board back.
Where did it go?
I think Miss Renfro had a thing for me, and she kept it. She was only like 23.
Oh, Miss Renfro and her 3rd grade crush.
She was a good girl.
He's so full of himself. 3rd grade. Daniel Adami says, I haven't been posting like I used to when I first started, but I will start once I get approved and get that sweet KW.
Because you've been jumping around, moving around, because you've had issues, Daniel, with jobs, right? So you moved several times, and when you move, it takes a lot of energy.
Good night, Brent in Florida.
Good night, Brent.
Scott Reel is going to bring us one.
When I hear the name Scott Reel, I think of that movie. What's that movie, Scott Reel? With Mr. For Real or whatever. But the cocaine movie, right? I mean, I love that movie. That's a good movie.
I have no idea of any movie references, so he knows not to. I don't know.
Tell us, Scott Reel. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Daniel Adami says he's been to Iraq once.
I only went once, too. Once was enough. Stay away.
Ralph Reynolds says, enjoy your ride. Be careful. He's got to go. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Bob Sullivan says, I love the new truck. Looks comfortable. I was pushed into buying my first red truck 6 months ago. It's not just a red truck. Everything except his motorcycle is red. The 4-wheeler's red. The tractor's red. My motorcycle's red. My car's red. His truck's red.
I've had so many red Class 8 trucks. It's just unbelievable. And I got a feeling I'm going to be giving away this motorcycle out here, guys. If y'all interested in it, we'll talk about it later. But when I buy another one, it's either going to be a Ducati Scrambler, but I found it kind of uncomfortable, or one like hers. And I guarantee you.
What about the...
It'll be red.
No, what about the short ones that we looked at?
Oh, yeah, the little midget bikes. I know. But I'm still kind of leaning toward the 500. I really like it. It's, the little midget bikes are only 100 and something pounds. I'm afraid that it might be too light, but I kind of like them.
I was set on one. They were nice.
Groms. The Groms are so much fun, but I just don't know how they would do in highway traffic. Not that we want to go on the highway at all.
Train, hear it?
They don't.
I hear it. I hear the train. Johnny Daniel says you ought to name your truck Big Red.
There's probably like a million Big Reds out there.
Scott Reel says Blow. Is that
there you go. Yes, Blow is the movie. I love that movie. The entrepreneurship of that movie is just wonderful. And was that Vincent For Real or what was his name? But it was hilarious.
Christian's Adventures says, hey. Try it again.
Nope, not Scarface. It was Blow.
Barry wants to know how much fuel and DEF can we carry?
300 gallons of fuel, 26 gallons of DEF, and a whole bunch of 70 gallons of water. That's non-potable water. And then whatever else I bring.
What kind of mileage are you predicting?
6.5 miles to the gallon.
Timothy Bronca says a Triumph Rambler.
I like the Triumph Rambler. I really do.
Pamela Frazier says you could get it painted a different color. We're probably just going to get stuff stuck on it.
Yeah,
Up a little bit,
I'm not going to spend the extra money. I want a green truck. Jesus, I want a green truck. You know, I really do. And I was gonna stick $75,000 or $80,000 lost or spent into the old truck to make it just because I wanted it green. And that's kind of selfish of me in a way to say I want a damn green truck, so I'm going to do this. So the economical idiot in me has another red truck.
Daniel Adami says he'll take that motorcycle for Christmas or birthday present, either one. He's not.
It might be later, Daniel, because I'm probably going to do a giveaway thing, right? And it'll be a Patreon giveaway, so it will cost you something, Daniel. You know, it might be $1, but we'll talk about that later.
Scott Real says Derek Farrell also played Pee Wee Herman, Paul Rubens.
He was Pee Wee Herman, wasn't it? Boy, he was really good in the Blow movie. That was Pee Wee. Now I recognize him. Very good.
Daniel says green's a color of money. Daniel Adami said that. Johnny Daniel said the inside of your sleeper is beautiful. Thank you. He stays up at night and looks at it. That's why he don't get no sleep.
I can't go to sleep. I just
he
lay there and
informs
look at
me
it.
that I can go to sleep because I can't see over the top of him.
They all understand. All of you, at least the ones of you that drive, right? You are used to laying in your bed and seeing the curtain 2 foot away, right? The truck ends 2 foot away. Well, this bed is bigger, the biggest bed I've ever seen in a truck. They told me that they wasn't any bigger. They're bigger.
In our video, if our sheets are messed up, it's because they wouldn't fit.
Our mattress in our old truck was the biggest commercial sleeper for any commercial truck. This one's bigger. The bunk was smaller in our old truck, but the bed was bigger. All right. Just think forward, right? 10 more feet forward before you run into the curtain. It's like being in a cave. It's very weird. Bye, Barry. Be safe tonight. But it's like very weird. You understand that if you're a trucker and you've been in that position. When you go home and you go in your bedroom,
we have to shut the door because it feels like you're sleeping.
And I still feel, and you still feel like you're sleeping in a cornfield in a way. Well, I feel like that in this truck. I don't know why the girl don't take some time and relax me. Just saying, right? Because I'm going to need some relaxing in this truck.
I drove for 3 hours yesterday, and all he did was stand up and fidget the whole time and try and push buttons.
I had to find out how things work.
Like a 2-year-old, I wanted to reach back there and smack his fingers, but he was too far away.
Well, and look, I got to use the redneck intercom system. You'll see that on a video too one of these days. Because I'm sitting in the driver's seat. Hey, honey. No response. Hey, honey. The peanut gallery is silent. Hey, honey. So I got to pick up I got to set up cell phone signal, right? So I got to pick up the walkie-talkie and say, breaker 19 to the back bedroom. Is anybody back there?
He's exaggerating a little. I can say what? And he said, and I said, what? He says,
I didn't say that. You didn't say what? I just said,
You're upsetting the dog.
It wasn't me.
Junior. Yes, I said. Villigus says, where are you all from? Daniel's birthday's in April. Hint, hint.
I'm from Kentucky. She's from Illinois. I've spent years in other countries and other countries and other countries. I speak a little of different languages, so my language is all messed up.
Hillbilly's what he mainly speaks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hot retarded chick says red is Mars, green is Venus.
Yeah, and purple's in the middle.
Daniel says your new sleeper's going to save you a lot. No more truck stop food. Well, even coffee. We figured $2 a pop on coffee.
Well, we was discussing that, and I got off topic, didn't I? Y'all stop getting me off topic. Y'all are bad about that. Y'all are squirrels like the girl, all right? But we decided that we spend actually over $80 because every day we don't buy hot dogs or no trash food. We buy real food, right? So we're going to be we spend well over $80 every day.
If you go to TA and get their ribeye meal, it's like $20
I'm
a piece plus a tip.
I'm a good $5 tipper at every meal. So I mean, if you add all that up, we're and it's going to cost us $150 to outfit our truck for a week. So it's still going to be.
It probably won't cost that every week.
Not every week.
It'll be some weeks a little.
Like coffee's going to last forever, right?
Right.
And so it's still going to cost us some money.
Yeah, take that $40 that we're $45-50 we're spending at the TA on our steak
every afternoon.
On our steak every day. Y'all see it in the videos. We're eating steak every day. We can buy steaks for $15.
Or I can buy them from the farm a lot cheaper than that. Actually.
Or when we've home,
I can put a cow out here, guys, and eat for 2 years.
But when we were home, we had bought pork chops at Walmart. It was what, like $6?
Pork chops are half the price for pork products.
And hamburger, there's just so much more because at the truck stop, a lot of even the buffets, 95% of the time, even if we go to a buffet, we still end up getting the steak because everything on it's fried or carbs. It's macaroni, rice.
So yeah, you're right. It will save us a ton of money, but there is a trade-off. If I was to go 60 miles an hour in the international, I got 8 plus, right? 8.2, 8.3 miles to the gallon. I don't go 60. So it gets me 6.5 miles to the gallon. These trucks at 70, 75, 80, 90 miles an hour, I'm still going to get 6.5 miles to the gallon. So I'm not going to lose there. But now I'm buying DEF, which I didn't buy before. That's going to be a big undertaking. God, I hate DEF.
Karen says, can Grace get to the new window curtain?
She sure can. We ain't going to be able to ever pull the blinds down. Never. Because she'll kill them.
There's actually 2 blinds. I don't think you showed them that.
I didn't show them.
You pull the first one down and it lets light through, but it's like just real thin. And the second one you pull down and it doesn't black anything out.
Her claws would demolish them just like that, right?
Yeah, because how she did the other one is she just reached out and went and yanked it off.
And Walter did teach her that, the dirty bastard. But so the blinds ain't going to be utilized. I got windows, guys. I can film out the windows now. That really excites me. I love filming.
Let's see. Karen Price says, you just got extra time to get me speed up to push the bad people through the front window in the middle of the night. Papa Texas is laughing about our cornfield sleeping.
He understands.
Bob Sullivan says, get a bunk curtain. That's all.
And we was just down there, Papa Texas, in Dallas. I didn't even think to message you. That would have been good because I know you're in that general vicinity along with Lost on Land. I did message Lost on Land, but I messaged her on YouTube instead of Instagram, or I didn't email her. My bad.
Pamela Frazier said we had a coffee pot in the truck. We're bringing the one from home.
Our old coffee pot blew up. We're going real coffee pot this time. No more truck stop coffee pots.
Pamela Frazier says, yep, it's cheaper to cook in the truck.
I love cooking.
Johnny Daniel says you can cook everything in your microwave convection oven and your built-in 2-burner stove. Yeah, and I'm going to have to figure out how to work that convection oven. It still kind of scares me that it's a microwave and there's metal racks in it. I'm kind of like, ugh.
So it's got to serve 2 purposes. It has to do both, right? But we don't know how to use it. We won't use a microwave. Not to save our soul. We think it's like the devil.
If we reheat stuff, we just add a little water and put it on the stove.
Yeah.
If you look up on YouTube, there's videos of like kids doing science experiments where you water a seed or a plant with regular water and then with microwaved water or boiled water and microwaved water. The plant won't live on microwaved water.
It kills the microbes. But go ahead. I support your use. But what she's saying is, other than that, is that we don't know how to use convection oven either. Not a clue. No. But I bet there's YouTube videos on it on some stealthy camper van channels or something like that. So we're going to look them up.
Daniel Adami's in Dallas at the T8 on I-20.
Daniel's always either in Dallas, he's in Texas, or he's over in Snorlord country in Missouri, or he's looking at Pell Rider. I don't think you go anywhere, Daniel, except for in that area. You need to broaden your horizons, stretch out. The country's beautiful. Come and see us, guy.
Papa Texas says loves his buddy Lost on Land.
Ain't she? She is so sweet. I love her channel, and I love Vicky Van Gogh too. Um, Vicky Van Gogh's doing that app that I got for the dogs to make them talk, and she's gonna make her cat talk. I haven't seen the videos yet. Actually, I watched Lost on Land's video just about 20 minutes before we started this, and I was gonna go over to Vicky channels and see if she made her cat talk yet. That'd be really funny. The girl's been lagging. She's supposed to make my daughter's cat talk.
Johnny Daniel said your owner's manual will tell you everything. We have lots.
The owner's manual's this thick, and this, I mean, it's like a Bible. And so I'm like, oh my goodness.
They gave us a whole big plastic, or it's not plastic, it's kind of like what the window cover is made from.
It's a book
package,
for everything.
Full of books. Because, like, there's different warranties too, like for the refrigerator and the microwave and, you know, the generator and everything.
I promise we're not going to lose any of them books, because when we pass this truck on to the next lucky contestant, he's going to have them books. Because I hate it when I buy a truck and there ain't no books.
Anthony Facer says our new microwave, even if you put foil in it, won't spark anymore. I don't know why. Anthony Facer, how do you know that? Have you been testing the aluminum foil?
What have you been doing at home, Anthony? Huh? You been making bombs in the house, right?
Huh.
Oh, I ain't gonna talk about. Yeah, you know how to do it, Anthony.
Now see that you're talking about bombs, and I've been talking about collecting hair.
See, we should just be careful.
YouTube's gonna ban us.
They'll do it. Shh. They'll do it.
Oh, calm down. Daniel Adami, he says he goes everywhere.
Do not, Daniel. But Daniel knows how to make some bombs too.
Daniel Davis says he's got to go. He's helping his dad's cousin pick up a wrecked semi on the mountain.
Get me some video and send it to me, all right? Yeah, send me that video. You look me up on Facebook. You can messenger it to me in 1 minute segments. I'll feature it, puppy.
Tom Bush says hi.
Hey, Tom Bush.
Anthony Facer says he was reheating an Arby's sandwich. I'm going to have to remember that. So when I tear up the microwave, I'll say it's Arby's fault.
Is that real tinfoil, though? I mean, it is, because I've made that spark before. But it wasn't Arby's, but it was still that covering for a sandwich, and it went... It was very beautiful.
Are all of them just like that now, or are they not?
I wouldn't test it. You can blow some stuff. You look like you really want to test it, don't you?
Anthony Facer did. If he can be brave, I can be brave.
He's in Ohio. He can do that kind of stuff.
He colors pictures too.
I know, and we like him. He's country, but we're not going to blow up the microwave, all right?
He said I can put some in there.
Let's do it in your mom's. We don't like her mom. We'll go visit her and try it.
No, wait a minute. The last time I was there, her microwave was from like 1912.
It'll blow up.
So it might blow up.
It'll blow up.
So that won't work to see if the new ones...
That might be fun.
To see if the new ones can get foil in them.
How about your sister? Maybe she'll let us try it. No, she won't let us try it.
Daniel says he's headed to North Dakota to be with his son for Christmas.
North Dakota? Now you're going way out of your comfort zone if you're going to North Dakota, brother. Are you going to see your ex while you're there?
Tom Bush says, how's the dogs? They were funny last time. Well, this guy's here. The other two are laying on their blankets in the living room.
They're very comfortable.
He has to be held because he's the baby.
He is the baby with balls.
Hot retarded chick says, aren't you afraid of that magic fault line? I'd be more afraid of Chicago people.
I'm really not afraid of it, right? You understand, hot retarded chick, that we are, just like Papa Texas, that we are ready for everything, right? All we have to be worried about is, I know where where we're at on flood level. If that goes backing up again, we're about 10 foot below that, which is not a very safety zone. Then we got to worry about the crazies coming out of Chicago and out of St. Louis, right? They've got 300 miles that way of farms to come through. So they will weed them out before they get here. And from that direction, they got 150 miles of farms. They'll be weeded out before they get here.
And a military base.
If they survive the flood. And if they can make it here, we got something for them in our boot. We know the lay of the land.
I got something for you in my boot.
That's right.
Johnny Daniel says, I'll tell you what, go to ARI Legacy Sleepers on YouTube. You can watch videos on how to work the microwave. We have a DVD in the DVD player he discovered. So
We do.
that might be tell us some stuff.
I told
too.
her if she'd watch that DVD while I was driving, we'd know how to do everything
I
by now.
told him when I get mad at him, I'm going to close the curtain, go back there, and turn the TV on and the surround sound, and lay in bed and watch it.
But instead,
I think we have Dish Network for a year too. We just don't know how to turn it on yet.
instead of what she did, instead of watching that DVD, she laid up in the bed like a princess.
And went to sleep.
Yep.
Yes, I did. Princess Prissy Pants.
See how it is around here?
Karen says she's going to test it. Me, I'm going to test it.
You gonna test it?
Karen
I
says.
thought Karen was gonna test it.
Daniel Adami says he's been to Florida a few weeks ago and Ohio and Pennsylvania 3 weeks ago.
You're going to exotic
See?
lands, Daniel. That's great. You're broadening your horizon, stretching out there. That's stellar. You're gonna have to make your way up there to the Reno area.
Daniel says there's some background noise. That's probably the heater.
Oh yeah, it just now kicked on. Shall I go take care of that? Hang on one
Here,
moment.
no, take him and I'll do it because you're
He's
just going to
going
have to
around.
climb over me anyway.
I can go behind you.
Here, you read your comments now.
I can't see anything.
Oh my goodness, talk to the people. Talk to the people.
With this sacrifice, IV web. Alright, I'm gonna try this, guys. Look, I gotta put my eyes on. They're not purple like they was last night. But now I gotta look down. Oh, she's back, thank God. Karen Price blew up 3 microwaves. She might be related to Ted Kaczynski. Pamela Fraser's dog's been watching Little Dog. He's acting possessed. I do ad lib, alright? I just get pieces and then I ad lib.
Did y'all hear that he bit him the other day? He bit him.
That's not good. If he bit me after all these years, he's never bit me, that just means that he's getting ready to die or something. It really upsets me. I want to cry.
Tom Bush made applesauce today and he forgot the cinnamon.
He's never been mad at me or bit me or anything.
Daniel Adami wants a TRC hat.
I got a shirt, Daniel. Send me your email or what your, and I'll send you a shirt. Are you up? Can you handle a fat bastard large? Because they're no more. Oh no, it's large 2X?
1X.
1X? They're falling off of me. See, I had to get up anyway.
Jeff Beard says he wants a TRC hat too.
I got a shirt,
Now, we
Jeff.
have some shirts because we had them made for him.
Now the shirt will fit Jeff. He's bigger than me, but they'll fit him.
The last time we were home, Daddy's leaving, so Little Dog has to go chase him, even if he's mad. So anyway, he had 2X shirts, and then with last time we were home, we got some more, and they were 1Xs. But now, they don't fit him either. They are falling off of him. So they're still brand new, so we figured we can just give them to whoever. Ronald in Alabama might have one on the way. That actually should be there before too long. Johnny Daniel says Little Dog is spoiled rotten. Yes, he does. J.A. Transport. Hola, senors. Hola.
Hola!
Oh, you hear him in there? Hola.
senor!
Daniel Adami says yes, large or extra large is fine. I'm fat anyways.
Yeah, tell him to drop in his address on the email.
Did you hear him? He said email us your address or where you want it sent to. Sergeant Steve says, what size of engine does the Pete have?
It's a 565 horsepower X50 X. You know.
No, I don't know nothing
You know.
about the engine. It's red and it has a toilet.
He knows. That's what I'm saying. He knows.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Here.
J.A. Transport says Spanish viewers.
Oh God, I wish I could break into the Spanish market. I want to break in over there so bad. Anybody want to do voiceovers?
Johnny Daniel says, what does your shirt look like?
You got a woman that wants to do voiceover. He don't know.
It looks about like the hat.
You don't know what my shirt looks like?
He wears it in the older videos when they
Yeah,
fit him
I haven't
still.
had it on in a couple of months, but it's this symbol right here with Trucking Review Channel under it.
And on the back, it's got a giant
this big
Smiley
face on the back.
or smirky
That
face.
big. It'll be on the truck.
Tom Bush says, what are the fun toys in the background?
Oh, you know how things are. Tomorrow we're gonna go shoot some more stuff. I'm not gonna record it, but we're gonna. I like the girls shooting things. It makes me smile.
Why are you growling at me, buddy?
Hey,
Do you need some sugars?
what's wrong?
He's mad because he got down.
She's a good shot, and we had a lot of fun the other day killing that GPS. Hey,
Yeah, I went over and bite my foot.
there, took care of that.
Jay Transport says, just keep shine all time.
Yeah.
Daniel Adami says he'll text us his address.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You got my telephone number, Daniel. You can text it to me. That's cool. But Daniel, I'm at home. I won't have no signal for 2 or 3 days. So email's better. Otherwise, if you text it, I may not get it for 2 or 3 days, right? Or Anthony Blackbeard's text came through a while ago, but it's like rare. It's just like sporadic.
That's a fluke.
Yeah, it's a fluke.
Ben Mayer says, nice truck.
Thank you.
Hot Retarded Chick says that TRC face says it all.
I jacked that off the internet. It's not mine. It's not copyrighted. Yeah, actually, I got the website, guys. Can't nobody take my Trucking Review Channel website because I got that thing 3 years ago before I ever started a channel. So I do got that domain.
Anthony T says,
Come here.
howdy. He has him trained so well. You see that? He just put him down.
I
Now he's
did.
trying to pick him back
God,
up.
he's awful. Stop it. But he's right. He's looking at your toes.
Don't
What's he
look
gonna
at-
do?
Nothing. That's what he's gonna do. He ain't gonna do nothing.
He's looking at her toes,
Nothing.
guys, and they ain't even painted.
No, they need to be painted. You should paint them for me.
You know that'll get me feeling funny.
So feeling funny. You're funny. Tom Bush says, I can't believe when you changed the tire, the GPS finally spoke.
Our GPS was talking all by itself. I mean, it was talking through the truck radio, and it wasn't supposed to be.
It wasn't nothing.
It
We
wasn't
didn't hook
supposed
it
to
up
be that
nothing.
way.
It just
And it just started
randomly
talking one
started
day,
doing it.
and
And then it just randomly stopped.
yeah,
It did it for a couple hours.
I got used to it and kind of thought it was funny. I thought we were bonding. Then she shut up on me, so I decided we're going to kill the winch. You don't give me a little love and then pull it back.
Daniel Adami said, that's okay. He can wait.
Okay,
Pamela Frazier said, yes, you should paint my toes.
Pamela, if I start painting her toes, I'm going to start breathing funny. It's just a fact. I can't help it. I have some head injuries, you know, and you know what that goes with, right? I don't know. I'm sick.
He's going to paint my toes later. It may not be real good. It may be painted up to my ankles.
I get some of them
He's
painted.
going to paint them.
You're a bad girl.
No, I'm not. I just want some pretty pink toenails. They'll match my fingernails.
It'll
Can
be
you
all.
see my fingernails?
It'll be
There you
all
go.
over the place, people. It'll be. And Karen said that I was wrong for filming her butt the other day. I didn't think nothing about it. I was filming the little dogs, and her butt got in the way.
OMG.
It was. We were just, it was the dogs.
I'm going to have to start pre-approving videos.
Why don't you start editing? That takes a lot of work to edit these videos,
Timothy Bronca says I should paint yours too.
I might go for that. I
Tom
really
Bush
might.
says if Margot says, hey, please paint my toes, he would.
Yeah.
Margot?
Look, we're going into places that I can't stop smiling to think about, all right? So we should just get off of them toenails.
Johnny
all right?
Daniel says what's really going to be funny is when your GPS says at 100 feet, stop and let me out.
That would be funny. Oh, yeah, that would be real
Oh,
funny.
Daniel says
Little
he
dog.
just texted Anthony Blackbeard telling him why isn't he and Serena over here.
That's right. They need to come over here because I sent him an Instagram to see if he wanted to go live after we was done, and I ain't heard back yet. And at this point, I won't know because my phone is right there.
But it ain't. Well, you might know if you get a message, but it ain't went off. And here,
I won't see
I'm
Instagram
surprised
messages.
you even get a signal to get his message here.
I know I was lucky. I mean, it was just really. I mean, that might have been a day ago. No, we was gone. I would have got it then. It was just luck. But yeah. Or
Anthony T
Daniel could always go live, right? And we could all go over there and raid your channel. But it's not fun when it works that way. It's only fun when I pre-arrange it with somebody or know somebody else is going to be live and I go, let's go raid their channel. And then we all run through there like banshees and go, and then leave or stay, whatever you want to do, right? Like the gamers do. It's fun. It's hilarious.
Anthony said he might dip my toes in a bucket of paint. Oh, Tom says his girl Kate.
Anthony paints kind of to me is very paint is satiny and silky and sexy, right? Especially the color orange. Orange don't go on her, but pink works. But see, you understand where I'm going. It's like sherbet ice cream. That's a beautiful color. It has sensuality.
Johnny, we have not weighed our truck yet. We'll have to end up weighing it with full tanks and.
We know what it said it weighs.
Said it weighed 24,000 pounds, but we don't know if it had full tanks and
But
it wouldn't have had water
not going to
in
be
it or
wet
anything.
weight. It's not going to be wet weight. So you add another 2,500 pounds for fuel and water and stuff. It could get heavier. I can't do math real quick. Okay, 2,500.
Anthony Facer says he's probably going to go live tomorrow after he helps his pops move an oven and a washer. I still am perplexed by the aluminum foil in the microwave.
40. Technically, we should still be able to haul 46,000 pounds. I've asked other people, but we can't. Without the 18,000 pound front axle, we're not going to be able to do that. There's no way. Because we'll be over on our front axle. We have a 14.5 front axle. And with the truck and trailer together, it's going to weigh 14.5 on that front axle unless I slide the fifth wheel all the way back. Then I'll be legal with 41,000 on there. But without the heavier front axle, I'm not going to be able to do that. And I know you may not understand that. It's because your axle, you can have 12,000 on your steer, right? But if you have a heavier steer, you can have 14,000 on that axle, or 18,000 or 16,000, depending on the steer that you have. You still can't be over the 80,000 gross. And with this kind of hauling, you can do that. You just have to have the right equipment. And you have to have the tires that are rated for that. The tires that I have are rated for 16.5 on the steers. But the axle is still only 14.5. So sliding the axle, the fifth wheel all the way back will give us what we need.
Anthony Facer is going to take a video of it. He just bought a microwave like 6 months ago, and it's Samsung range top.
Don't blow it up, Anthony. Don't blow it up.
Magic Cracker says, "Hey guys, how's it go? How's it?
All right, look, guys. You know, I always, if somebody does videos like Anthony Facer or somebody, and if I find them worthwhile, I do say something, right? Let me tell y'all about the Magic Cracker, all right? He's a white cracker guy from Iowa, and I love him. He's hilarious. He had a good channel with all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, it ain't just get drunk and throw up stuff that entertains me. It's just his talk, because he says a lot of things that all of us think and everything else. But anyway, I think he deleted that channel. He came back as the Magic Cracker. He's still hilarious. You know, Magic Cracker, I love you. You can get a CDL, dude. I think you belong out here with us. You're sick and twisted like all of us truck drivers. You are in our brotherhood, even if you don't know it. All right, everybody. I'm done talking to Magic Cracker. If y'all want to subscribe to him, go ahead.
You're going to love your new X15 565 Cummins motor. You won't have no problems out of it.
Johnny, do you have one of those? Because let me tell you, I was not expecting it to run like a scalded dog. When I was in like 6th gear and hammered down, turning a corner, it squalled its tires. It might have been a little gravel on the road, I don't know. But I felt like I was in a Mustang. As the girl flew back into her seat, she needed a safety harness that clicked right here because she went...
Yeah, with a coffee in my hand, and then he's like, "Oh, calm down.
Calm down, girl.
Oh, calm down.
Calm down."
All condescending, like.
I felt like I had a Mach 1 and I was hammered on it, right? I got a little sideways in the road. It felt like to me, I got a little sideways in the road.
He's 16. Good. He got his license yesterday.
It felt good.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my phone went sideways.
You're sideways.
Let's see. Jeff Beard says he always wondered why the large car trucks didn't have tags axles. Daniel Adami has a question.
Spit it out, Daniel.
So he has a hater on one of his videos saying that a gallon of diesel weighs 6.934 pounds. But I've checked how much a gallon weighs and it came out to 7.1 pounds a gallon.
Well, there you go. The hater is apparently
We
wrong.
say 7.
I measure all liquid by the weight of water, okay? Because water is heavier than oil, and I measure everything at 7.5 gallons. But there's a difference between any liquid in the summer and winter. There is a slight difference because everything expands, even butts. Right?
Keep that word, dog.
So, don't worry about a hater. Love your haters. Turn them into lovers.
He's transitioned some haters.
I have. If I can transition a hater, you can transition a hater. And if you can't, send them over my way. Remember, if I can't flip them, I'll kill them.
Tom Bush says, have you been to the truck stop on 80 in Iowa?
Oh yeah, lots of times. We've been there a gazillion times. They have good pork chops, actually.
Magic Cracker says he loves you too. Karen Price says speed demon and the truth comes out. Yes, Karen.
But I'm not. I'm a granny driver. I drive like this.
Except when you're putting it sideways in the road.
I wasn't expecting that. I wave at everybody when they pass me like, hi.
That's
like I'm a
because you're
little
from
old
Howdy
lady.
Country.
Oh, yeah, there is that.
Get him.
No.
Do it.
Oh, God. Come here.
Bluish Hughes says congrats on the new truck.
Oh, come here.
Come here, buddy. I'll get you.
See how
Come
she puts me
here.
through these things. She's like, do this,
Come
do
here.
that, do that.
Come here.
Yo, see, she's bending over. She's bending over, showing her Buick
Stay there and
again.
growl then. You hear the little asshole?
Boy, I like them Buicks.
I don't want to hear it.
Come here.
Magic Cracker says couple love.
Come here. Come here. Why don't you
Pamela
jump?
Fraser says yes, they're spoiled.
Come
He
here.
wants to be picked up, but as he
See, now he's got to tell you about it. We don't want to listen to that. Back on the floor you go. I'm sorry we have unruly children. That's why we don't sing in school.
he's defiant.
No,
If you punish him, he yells back at you.
he knows better. He's got more experience in life than she does, even though she's older. But in doggy years, he's 88. He knows more. He's been
Anthony
through some
Facer
shit.
says he likes the old Lincolns too.
Oh yeah, I do too. An old Bonneville or big butt cars with 4 doors and a back seat big enough to have a party in. I don't know anything about that kind of stuff, guys. I was
He's
a
been
Mormon.
kissing teachers since 3rd grade, apparently.
Only the one-legged, one-eyed ones.
Y'all, he had a one-legged, wooden-eyed teacher that he had a crush on.
Look, that was 12th grade. That was deadly.
Wooden leg, wooden eye, and he's got a crush on her.
Green eye.
Oh, green eye.
And it didn't look like a wooden leg, even though she clumped when she walked. I loved that girl. She had hot red hair. Phew. And she was my algebra teacher. I aced algebra that year, let me tell you that. I never paid attention to algebra before. Just saying.
Let's see. Johnny Daniel, friend of mine, Peterbilt Steve, has sold 50,000 new Cummins motors and said that his customers love them and hasn't had any problems out of them.
Barb and Jerome, our friends, they have had their Cummins rebuilt
Their motor,
or replaced 4 times.
brand new.
Yeah, but because these trucks come a la carte, right? If they have a problem, they just put a new one in there, right? But now they say that
They're
it's
better.
working great. That everything is working great. Now, I don't think it was this exact motor because this exact motor is a new motor, I believe. But everybody says it's Boss Hog on Viagra, right? And I believe it. I do.
Magic Cracker says, have a good night, y'all. Thought I'd poke in. Much love.
Good night, Cracker. You have a great night over there in Iowa, and come on out here. We could use you on the road.
We should probably get ready to get off here. We've been on here
Oh,
now.
yeah, we probably should, guys. Yeah. Hey.
I don't know if YouTube ever cuts us off or not. But
No, they don't. She didn't offer me the goodies earlier, so if she wants to get off here, I know there's something in it for me, right? Yeah. Yeah. All right. What do you think?
I think I could probably poke you in the eye with something.
Okay, probably Netflix, guys. But anyway, we'll talk to y'all tomorrow because I'm gonna talk to y'all tomorrow. All right? If y'all feel like coming back.
Hi, Pamela,
All right.
Karen, Timothy, Jeff Beard. Jeff said, "Oh, sure, the hockey game just got over. Now everything's all the shows are going off.
That's
at
why I
once."
didn't think you was here, Jeffrey, because the hockey game.
Anthony says night.
Night, guys. We'll talk to y'all later.
Hi, Timothy.
I'm gonna go choke the girl now. Bye.
Bye.